Good morning, my friends. How are you? I am so happy to be with you again. Just adjusting the camera for better effect here and waiting for all of you to get online so we can start our conversation. As you know, I post almost every day, but I'm also releasing some new videos on YouTube from sages and scientists. Please be sure to check them out, and you can do that if you go to my Twitter page. So if you go to my Twitter page or my Facebook page, you will see some new videos that I'm releasing from Sages and Scientists, the best collection of insights, both scientific, philosophical, and experiential. Do visit Twitter, my Twitter page, my Facebook page, my YouTube channel, which is the Chopra Well, and you will have access to all this new material. So I'm very glad that you are joining me here, and we are up to about 400 people, so I'm just waiting till we get to 1,000 and then we can start. Today's conversation is going to be about symbols and reality. Symbols and reality, how symbols help us navigate reality. And so if you like this topic, then please press the like button. Please ask your friends to join us here. Please send me your comments, agreements, disagreements, and anything else you want to. Any criticisms are also welcome because they're always good feedback. So today I'm going to talk about, once again, symbols and reality. Jennifer Smith, thank you. Rakesh, thank you. Tiffany, thank you. David Schneider, thank you. Farkas from UK, thank you. Kelly, thank you. Kelly Mansoor. Dana, thank you. I think we're ready to start. Okay. I think we should start. We are up to about 500 people, but I have an interesting, busy day coming up, so I will start. Johan, Christian, thank you for watching. Okay. Dimeo Beto, thank you. Pass it on. Christine O'Connor, thank you. Lisa, thank you. And Dana Tucker, thank you. Good morning to all of you from the East Coast of the United States, and we are ready to start. So first of all, if you want to know the dictionary definition of symbol, here it is. It's a noun. A symbol is a noun, a mark or character used as a conventional representation of an object or a function or a process. The letter or letters standing for a chemical, like DNA, for example, or a character in musical notation. So musical notations also have notations as characters. Another meaning of the word symbol is a thing that represents or stands for something else, especially a material object representing something abstract. This is beautiful, actually. And the example given here is the limousine was another symbol of his wealth and authority. So, perfect. We are all familiar with symbols. So if I were to summarize everything I've read about symbols, I would say a symbol is a story. That's it. So as soon as you see the Nike symbol, the swoosh, if you have understood what Nike represents, that swoosh is a story. Okay, it's the story of the peak athlete, or I would imagine it so. If you look at the apple symbol, the little apple with a little bite off, it's a story. And that story is right now being enacted in this technology that I'm using right now. If you see a Starbucks symbol, it's a story. A Beetle Volkswagen car, the sign, that's a symbol, the story of the beatniks going back a while. So a symbol is a story. And what's a story? A story is a narrative that basically describes how we interpret experience. And what's an experience? An experience is what's happening right now. It's a perceptual activity, and it's also the interpretation of that perceptual activity. And so what is the perceptual activity? Where is it? Of course, it's in consciousness. Where else could it be? Awareness represents itself through experience, and then a story around that experience. So what is the experience? What's the raw experience? And I've said this many times. The raw experience is a quality of awareness, such as sound. So awareness knows experience as sound. Similarly, awareness knows experience as colors and shapes and forms. Similarly, awareness knows itself as sensations, smells, tastes, fragrances, textures, all of that, and then it interprets them. And when you put it all together, that confederation of perceptual activity in consciousness becomes a form, an object, an image, a feeling, a thought, interpretation. And then if we want to actually represent that, we can represent that in a symbol. So infinity is a symbol, right? 0 is a symbol. 1 is a symbol. In fact, that's my formula. That's my formula for fundamental reality. 0 is equal to infinity, is equal to 1. 0 is equal to infinity, is equal to 1. If we get that, we understand non-duality. So one difference between Western science and Eastern wisdom traditions, I should say Western science and Western philosophy and Eastern wisdom traditions, is that Western science and philosophy are both based on duality and differentiation. So mind and body, mind and matter are two separate entities, and spirit, who knows what it is. So all of Western science and philosophy is dualistic. On the other hand, Eastern wisdom traditions are non-dual, which says reality is one. Okay? So reality is one. 0 is equal to infinity, is equal to 1. There's only one reality, but it expresses itself in innumerable, infinite forms and phenomena, and all these are symbolic representations of the one reality, which is the self of the individual, and also the self of the universe. And then, as it modifies itself into experience reality through perceptual activity, through feeling, and through thought, and through sensation, it is represented, the self is represented as what we humans call mind, brain, body, and the perceptual activity that we call the world, but it's all one phenomenon, symbolically representing itself with, as mind, brain, body, and therefore the universe. It's something that the Sufis talk about too. Reality is a symbol, or everyday reality is a symbol. And symbols are very convenient. If I show you the Apple symbol, you know the whole story. If I show you the the Nike symbol, the swoosh, you know the whole story. The Starbucks, you know the whole story. And that is something we do also at the Chopra Center. Our symbol is the lotus, which is the story of how from chaos, ambiguity, uncertainty, unpredictability, a universe is constructed. The lotus, sitting in the mud, full of dirt, and reaching to heaven, the stars. So all of this is semiotics, the whole science of symbology. Okay, now, your body is a symbol, your mind is a symbol, your brain is a symbol, and the universe, including New York City, that you see, we call it the Big Apple, is a symbol. Anything that you can perceive, think about, imagine, feel, think about, imagine, feel, conceptualize, perceive, anything that you can experience and give a name to is a symbol. And it's useful because just the symbol tells you the whole story. Look at the painting behind me. It's Shiva, Shakti. Those are the symbols of Purusha and Prakriti. The crowing cock, the symbol of freshness. The snake over there, the symbol of the ego. And then if you look carefully at that painting, you can also see a tree of knowledge, all representing symbol. Shiva and Shakti, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, represented symbolically. So why do we need symbols? We need symbols because we cannot conceptualize infinity. We cannot conceptualize the formless. We cannot conceptualize our own self. So its symbolic representations are obvious. You see somebody's face, it tells the whole story. Look deep into their eyes and it tells a story. That's the basis of these beautiful poems by Tagore. I look into your eyes and see the whole universe not yet born. Or when Rumi says, I am so small, how can the whole universe exist inside me? Look at your eyes, they are so small and yet they see the whole universe, the galaxies, the stars. What is reaching out to the stars is awareness. Those stars that seem billions of light years away are actually right now being constructed in your awareness as that appearance. Your awareness can reach across billions of stars, billions of light years. Your awareness can reach across billions of light years just by opening the eyes and looking at the Milky Way galaxy in the night sky. So all this, every object is a symbol which tells a story. It doesn't matter what it is. This is a symbol that tells the story of time, okay, or as humans conceive it. Your facial expressions are a story of what's going on in your consciousness, which is a story, your internal dialogue, your internal narrative. So symbols are also human constructs that represent ultimate reality, but ultimate reality cannot be conceived or experienced if it is infinite. The infinite can only be represented in a symbol, and then all its expressions are symbolic representations. We call it the total universe. So are symbols useful? Yes, you bet they are. They have created the human civilization and the human universe. But there is one little blind spot. Do not confuse the symbol with the reality. The reality is pure consciousness at all times. It is fundamental, without cause, irreducible, non-local, timeless, spaceless. It's you. And then everything else about you is represented as your mind, brain, body, and the experience of the universe. Once we know this distinction, then we can create symbols that express reality more deeply. So that's why I use this formula. Reality, fundamental reality is equal to 0, infinity, and 1. Sit with that, and then you will see that the whole world symbolically represents you. Your personal reality is symbolically represented as your mind, your body, and the universe. So I hope that makes sense. So, Doreen, hi, Singapore. Symbols are a blueprint for you. Yes, that's correct. Garcia, that's correct. Mahatab, fundamental reality equals 1. Mahatab Rahman says, I am confused, still confused. Well, I'll try again soon, okay? Divya says symbols are also represented in our subconscious. Yes, symbols exist in our subconscious mind, also as archetypal stories and primordial myths that we use to explain reality. Vivian Bernard says thank you. Mahtab, I'll try my best to help explain this concept, inshallah. It will happen as we explore consciousness together. Even quantum mechanics and all the sciences are symbolic representations of human consciousness, explaining or trying to explain fundamental reality. Take care, my friends. Numbers, yes, numbers are symbols. All numbers are symbols. Olga Ringo has put the formula there for reality. Thank you so much.